Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is a message from Spirit. I once heard that compassion is knowing that the helper is being helped just as much as the helpee, or the person that they're helping. I think there's a lot of people out there who abandon themselves to take care of others. And you don't have to abandon yourself to take care of others. How can you stay connected to yourself in joy and happiness and take care of others the way that you want to? Okay, let's see what our cards are bringing up today. We're going to use the archetype cards from Carolyn Mace and see what archetypes we're working with. Okay. Wow, this is funny. Oh my God. Wow. Bully. Damsel. And priest. Holy crap. I think in another video I was talking about how the feminine energy is coming in and is just going to sweep like a tidal wave or a tsunami all these structures that are not working for us anymore, that we think are solid, but they're actually not solid. I feel like these cards are these things that are coming down. They're stereotypes and old ways of thinking about things that are coming down. That's what I feel like. So the bully light attributes are: highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. What are the inner fears that bully you? The shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. That's that power thing, like feeling like you don't have power, you're powerless, and so you bully others. So it helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. What are the inner fears that are bullying you? Okay. The damsel is understanding the nature of healthy romance, inspires you to rely on yourself. And the shadow is waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. I feel like these ones are very related. And then the priest facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. But the shadow is violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Okay, it's kind of letting ego take over. Wow, let's see what we can get from Light Seers Tarot to get more of a story of what's happening with these energies. So we have all of these energies inside of us. We're seeing them out in the world, but we have all of them inside of us. And until we learn to tame the ones inside of us, we're not going to be able to change the outer world. So you have some bullying fears inside of you that push you to do certain things. And you're looking for somebody else to rescue you. You're looking for the government to rescue you, somebody in the politics to rescue you. It's not going to happen. And also thinking that I'm not sure what the priest one is yet. We're going to get more information about that. So we have strength. So also, to counteract the bully, I think we have to recognize our own strength and our own power, which is, and really stay in our lane. What do we have power over? What do we have control over? And then the 5 of Cups. It's like the sadness. I've been feeling sadness this morning. There's some sadness. We're leaving old ways behind, but we're still feeling injured. We're still feeling injured by wounds that were wounds that we feel like came from the outside, and really probably did. But we're continuing now to wound ourselves. And how can we walk away from that? How can we hold on to the gifts and walk away from that old way of being, recognizing that we're not there anymore? Let me see if I can get more cards on that. Okay. The Tower. The Tower. I haven't gotten that in a while. Okay, so some of these things are just going to crumble. And death. Wow. Death and rebirth. So that's what the sadness is because these things are dying and there's going to be a rebirth, but we're scared. Things are crashing down and we're scared. But they need to crash down in order to be reborn. And I don't know what this priest one is about. Facilitates spiritual commitments. Serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow attributes. Violates the trust of your spiritual, seduced by your own spiritual role. Okay. So I think also that's another thing that we're seeing out there. A lot of, okay, I'm getting it now. Ooh, I feel that in the pit of my stomach. A lot of even spiritual leaders that we're looking at are not actually leading from the right place. And I think you can know that if they're not empowering you, if they're basically, if you don't feel empowered by them, and if you don't feel like you have the power to communicate with your spirit and spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, by yourself. If they're not teaching you how to do that, or if they're just not making you feel empowered, then they might be seduced by their own ego and their own role. So being careful not to look too much outside, but to be able to look for these things inside ourselves. So looking for the bully inside ourselves, what are the inner fears that are bullying us to do things a certain way? You have to go to work, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to What are all those bullies inside of you? How can you get control of those bullies? How can you find your own inner strength and resolve? And what are the gifts that you got from your life as you've known it? What are the gifts that you've gotten? And holding on to what I did this morning was this is an exercise from Internal Family Systems, but I actually kind of did it physically. I imagined my inner child who was hurting, and thinking that we were going to do things the same way, and abandon her to help other people. That was her wound. She abandoned herself to help other people. She loves helping. I love helping. But in that process, I lost myself. I abandoned myself, and nobody noticed that I abandoned myself. They just kept taking from me and taking from me and taking from me, and thinking that I didn't need anything. And so then I started to feel like lost and forgotten, and I've recovered that part of myself, and I needed to show her that I care about her and that I care about her needs and I am providing for her needs. So I walked her around my house today and I showed her all of the things that we've done to take care of her and get for her. And so that's an exercise in internal family systems. It's kind of like, you can do it in your imagination, or you could do it like I did, where I actually imagined her with me and walked her around my house and showed her how she is cared for and she is seen. And I think that's a big part of it, is recognizing that you have this inner child that's very connected to your spirit, that wants something that life is just telling her, that bully in life, or this is what you're feeling, is telling her she can't have that because she has to take care of others. And it's not true. She can take care of others by taking care of herself. So find out what she needs and show her how you're taking care of her. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Love, that's loving yourself, loving that part of you, that young woman in you that wanted something, or that young child that wanted something, that wanted to create, that wanted to be free, be happy, that wanted romance, that wanted love. Honoring her and giving her a place, listening to her, seeing her, providing for her. And the Tower is all of these things that we think are solid. They're not really solid. They're coming down. They're coming down. What's going to get created is what's in here. So what do you want? What do you want to create? And what do you want to have come down? So today might be a day where you learn what it is you want to come down. What are those structures that you want to come down? What's hurting you? Who are you listening to more than you're listening to yourself and your own spirit? They're just a channel. If what they're saying is not resonating with you, it's not for you. How can you learn to listen to your own spirit? How can you learn to be your own companion? This death and rebirth. I'm going to read that one. Cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, a symbolic death and initiation process. I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings. Okay, so what are you letting go of? What do you want to let go of, and what are you letting go of? So yesterday I realized how badly I wanted to let go of being a therapist. Because being a therapist meant that I had to always be there for other people and put them ahead of me. That's what it meant to me. I mean, and you can see that in some of the not everybody interprets it that way, and some people are really happy with it. But for me, I'm not happy with that anymore. I'm not happy with that role. It doesn't fit me anymore, and it hurts me, and I want to leave it behind. So I recognized that yesterday, and I recognize that right now I need that in order to support myself. And so I also need to make a plan to get out of that, to find a new way of being and a new way of helping. And I've found that. I'm on that path right now. I'm becoming a spiritual life coach. And that really feels like the right path for me. And I need to wrap up old cycles and let go of things. So I'm making a plan and learning how to do that. Learning how to let go of these old roles. I'm still learning about it, and I'm learning what I need to let go of and how to let go. So I need to be patient and gentle with myself in doing that. And I need to not forget that that's what I'm doing. I am doing that, and I'm moving forward into a new cycle. I am leaving that behind, and it can't hurt me anymore because I have a new way of being. I am not going to abandon myself. I am staying connected with myself. I am loving and honoring myself in each present moment. I'm learning how to do that. I'm learning how to do that. And I can be gentle and loving and compassionate with myself and others. So I teach this model, and I learned it myself in being a couples therapist. What I found a lot of people struggling with is, how can I be there for my partner and myself at the same time? Because that seems to be what it's called for sometimes, when our partner is dysregulated and we're dysregulated, and we both need something at the same time. Our needs are both like, our needs are kind of like, it feels like we have competing needs. In actuality, they're not competing needs. We both need connection. We both need love, and we both need presence. We all need presence and love and connection. And we need to stay connected to ourselves in order to do that. So if I stay connected to myself and present, I can be there for you. But when I get dysregulated, I'm not being there for me, and I can't be there for you. And so I taught couples how to do this, acknowledging, validating, and caring for ourselves. And so you feel it, you feel something coming up in your body. My eye is twitching right now. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's sadness and wanting to cry. Yeah, yeah. Being present for you is a gift to everyone. Staying present for yourself is a gift to everyone. So when you feel something coming up in you, tune into it. Put your hand there, wherever it is, on your belly, on your heart, on your head. Breathe into it, acknowledge it. And I say that you can think about it as your inner child so you don't allow it to overwhelm you. You can say, think about it as your inner child. I feel you tense. I feel you pulsing. Whatever you feel. I feel you sad. I feel you hurting. Stay with that. Validate it. Of course you're feeling like this. That makes complete sense. Given through what you're going through right now. What do you need? What do you need? And doing that for yourself, whatever it is you need. And when you learn to do that, then you can really show up for other people. Then you have something to give. But sometimes we need to know if we need to go in and take care of ourselves. Be present with ourselves. And when we get really good at it, we can flow back and forth a lot quicker. And I can say to you, I see you sad. That makes complete sense. What do you need right now? Do you just need me to sit with you and be sad? I'm here with you in your sadness. It's sad. What's happening right now is really sad. And what happened to you in the past was really sad. It was really sad that nobody noticed you were hurting when you were helping everyone else and they didn't notice that you also had needs and feelings. and desires. You are so good at helping that no one saw that you needed help. No one saw that. That's scary when people don't see you. It's scary when you don't see you. When you don't feel you. When you push down those feelings. And you push them aside. And you push yourself and you bully yourself to keep going and taking care of everyone else. And you wonder, when is somebody going to rescue you? And so you look out there for the priests and the spiritual leaders to tell you what the right thing to do is. And you need to look in here and hear yourself and see yourself and feel yourself and honor yourself and care for yourself. Only you have the answers for you. But your spirit is connected to you and helps you find them. You can see them everywhere. Your spirit is telling you all the time what you need. It tells you through music. It tells you through song. It tells you through people. It tells you through feelings. It tells you what you don't want. It tells you what makes you sad. It tells you what makes you happy. Listen to yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you feel burdened? What makes you feel relieved? What would relieve you right now from this burden? What do you need to do to speak up for yourself? What do you need to do to care for yourself? How can you radically support yourself? Do it now. Do it for you. Do it for your inner child. Do it for everyone. It's for everyone. Loving and caring for yourself is loving and caring for everyone else, because you are connected to everything and everyone.